I'm going to show you how to get the information that you need from these resources to line up your topography with your plot lines of your piece of land. So the first thing you want to do, I'm going to use the Phippsburg land as an example. You want to go to your tax maps, and if you look on the map index, you're going to be able to find the map. And I happen to know that this one is map 27, because there it is, Newbury Point. So I'm going to go back and go to the maps, and I'm going to pick map 27. And let's find it. There's Newbury Point. I can make it larger. And then go in there and take a screenshot of that. And you don't need the whole map. You just need enough of the map so that you can see the road and you can see your piece of property. Now I'm going to go to Main GIS Mapping. And I can type in and enter the location, Newbury Point, Phippsburg, Maine. And that's going to bring me right here. So I may need to change the size a little bit and pan. But here is my little road. So the property is going to be someplace in here. You can see there's no lot lines on here. All we're seeing is the topographic lines, which represent 5 feet in elevation. And I'm assuming that this is a lower area here where the wetland is, and then it goes up 5 feet in elevation to the road. So I'm also going to take a screenshot of this and try to include, again, enough of it that you can identify the road and probably get a little of that wetland in there too, and save that screenshot. Now I'm going to open up AutoCAD and I'm going to insert those 2 drawings. So there's one. There's the other one. And you can see they are of different sizes, and I'm going to try to match those up. So right now, I've got the transparency set on my properties for this one. And by doing that, you would just go click on it and either go to layers or properties, and you can set your transparency. And you can see I'm working on a Mac computer, but you can set your transparency on the Windows computer too. And I'm going to start moving this around, and I'm going to find a point to move it from and try to match it up. So I can see that this one is a little bit large. It needs to be reduced in size a little bit. So I'll just pull that down a bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it close enough that you can see where the topo lines fall. So we're getting pretty close, a little bit smaller. And I'm going to move it once more. That is probably close enough to see what I've got. So there's your road. I might make it a little bit smaller, but there's my property. My roads are matched up pretty well. So I can see that the wetland does fall on the back part of that property. I can see my 5-foot topo line here. So by looking at this, now I know that this is not where I want to build, because that's probably very low wetland. I'd probably want to build on the higher, drier part of the land. And again, up is north and going down is south. So if I wanted a southern exposure, I would want to consider that also. And that's all you need to do to get a good look at your land. And then you can take a screenshot of that and save it into your file so you have that on hand.